Picture this. You're backstage, sweaty palms, racing heart, shortness of breath, and then the presenter calls your name. And you're seriously considering sprinting for the exit. Sound familiar? Let's talk about how to not be nervous while public speaking. I'm here today speaking to you as someone who has spoken on stages in front of over 5,000 people. So today we're talking about the number one reason why entrepreneurs struggle with the fear of public speaking. That's right, you're definitely not alone with this one. But fear not, because I'm also going to show you what I learned about confidence from famous celebrities like Bono and Lady Gaga. Yes, not to brag, but I have met Bono once or twice. And I have some pretty cool stories to share with you. And we need some real actionable steps here. So I want to show you 3 things you can do before you step on stage to maximize confidence. Let's jump in. The number one reason why entrepreneurs struggle with a fear of public speaking is imposter syndrome. But here I want to give you a little bit of permission, because imposters don't have imposter syndrome. So if you're feeling that imposter syndrome, that might actually be a good thing. In case that term is new to you, when you're dealing with imposter syndrome, you feel like you're not deserving of your circumstances, or that you're going to be exposed as some sort of a fraud. This comes up for entrepreneurs all the time. We always think that so-and-so over there has all the secrets and is clearly way more successful and knowledgeable, when in reality, we're not acknowledging our own talents and our own knowledge. Especially for new entrepreneurs, imposter syndrome is extremely common when we're having to justify becoming someone else's boss or delegating responsibilities and so on. If you have imposter syndrome, it means that you care. It does mean that you're operating from integrity and that you're trying to show up as the highest potential that you have. So if you're experiencing imposter syndrome, give yourself a break, give yourself permission, and know that we all feel it, and that you'll continue to. As an entrepreneur, you've signed up for this. You've signed up for a lifestyle of constant transition, and as you reach a new level, it's like new level, new devil. Your challenges are going to evolve as you do. So when you can give yourself that permission and know, oh wait, this is actually normal and this is challenging me, know that you've signed up for this and you're on the right path. Have you ever had a massive imposter syndrome moment, and how did you break through it? Let me know in the comments below. I've found that the best way through imposter syndrome is action. My mentor Alex Sharfin also has this quote: the best way to get into momentum is by giving it to someone else. So when you feel that, can you get on a call with a client or a student or someone that needs your advice? Can you create some valuable content that really shows your expertise? Sometimes it's crazy for me to even think, wow, like I have employees, I feed people's families, I have a team of all these people right now, and I see each of them on our daily huddles, and we share excitement for the movement and the growth and all the things that we're building together in this business, and we get to celebrate our personal wins as well. I have so much gratitude for the team and the people that I work with and all my clients, and feeling the momentum that we're building and knowing how we are helping other people and helping the economy and this business that we're growing helps to sort of kill that imposter syndrome, especially in the beginning. So if your imposter syndrome is making you look at Eddie Entrepreneur over there and think, I'm not like him, he's doing so much better than I am, I want you to try to shift your thinking from insecurity and getting down on yourself over to curiosity. And I want you to admire that competition and think, wow, their success is amazing. Can I apply any of their strategies or tactics or any of the things that I see in them to my business and my overall movement? If you've ever funnel hacked, that's a term for taking inspiration from other people and learning how you can apply that to your business, you know what this is all about. And obviously we do not want to copy anybody, that's not the goal, but we can take inspiration and learn from the successes of our competitors rather than resent them. We can learn from their mistakes as well, of course, but really pay attention to what they're saying, how they're saying it, whether they're doing a webinar or offering a free course or something. Really analyze why your competitors do what they do and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? You can use the same psychological tactics and strategies that they use and apply it to your own niche and your own message. Since this video is all about how to not be nervous when public speaking, I want to share with you what I learned from famous celebrities like Bono and Lady Gaga about confidence. Before I started my business, I used to work in radio and television, and I did a lot of behind the scenes work and produced interviews with some really big A-listers. I met stars like George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg, and I even did a short stint as a paparazzi assistant. My job was to approach the celebrities and ask them for an autograph that the paparazzi would later sell. And I didn't exactly plan on it, but living in this world introduced me to this secret sauce that celebrities and popular influencers use to come across as confident and compelling on camera. And these are people who are putting their art out to the world on a regular basis, and getting judged and ridiculed for it, as well as praised for it. So how exactly do they deal with that and still come across as confident? Here's the secret. They are so dedicated to their art, and they also disappear into their attractive character. You know, the moment that Beyonce sets foot on stage, she transforms into this fierce female personality to become the performer we see when she's giving it her all. She actually has an alter ego name. She calls her Sasha Fierce. So she becomes Sasha Fierce when she steps on that stage. Marilyn Monroe did this too. She did this experiment where she would go into the public and she could decide whether she wanted to be the invisible Norma Jean or the glamorous Marilyn. She'd be in the middle of Grand Central Station, thousands of people just walking by her as if she was a nobody. She says to her photographer, "Do you want to see her?" No grand gestures, no radical transformation, but with a little fluff of her hair, a change in her energy and her body language, in an instant, she becomes Marilyn. Your attractive character feeds back into your messaging because it defines how you talk to your audience, what words you use, and how confident you are when you're speaking about your industry. Before I share with you the 3 things that you should do before you step onto any stage or do any public speaking, have you subscribed to this channel yet? If you want to bring your business closer to infinite cash flow with evergreen content and incredible offers, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button to be notified every time I upload. Now, there are 3 things to do before you step on stage to maximize confidence. The first one is I have a pre-filming or pre-stage routine that I follow every time I'm about to speak on a stage or do a filming day so that I can put myself in the right mindset to impact my audience. So that first thing that I do is I have a pre-performance playlist. When you film or present on stage, you want to feel confident and poised and positioned for success. So choose a playlist to listen to the morning of your filming day and on set so that you can get motivated and train your brain to know that it is time to shine, it is showtime. The second thing you should do is make a mental image of your audience. Do you have a mental image of who you're speaking to? Now, this works best if it might be someone you already know or not just a fictional audience member. Think of your favorite client or your best friend and work to really create the person in your mind who needs to hear this message and that you know will respond enthusiastically to it. And the third thing is to have a mental cue. Before I film or get on a stage, I imagine turning on a light switch in my mind that boosts on my energy and tells me it's showtime. Some people have a mantra that they say before they get on stage or hit record, and this message is just for you, whatever you need to get that boost of energy and motivation to bring the impact. If you're ready to take your content marketing to the next level with a 1-day-a-month strategy that drives leads for life, I'd love for you to click the link below and reserve your spot in my next free training. This is the exact strategy that my 6, 7, and 8-figure clients use to maximize their cash flow through online content, and you could be next.